What is up, Taurus? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you from the Queen Tarot B in Boston. So, Taurus, you guys are by far the winners for the most views for last month. I will be going in to choose a winner from the comments. So, if you receive a comment from me that says email, it's just going to say one word in capital letters, email, then you go ahead and email me and we'll set up a time for a 1 hour read. So, I'm going to be doing that twice a month. Each time I upload a video, however many views it gets, whatever sign gets it out there the most is going to be the one that gets that 1 hour free reading. So twice a month you have an opportunity. And no, I'm not handing it out to friends. I don't read family or friends. I'm changing up my reading style just a little bit just because I've noticed that when I'm shuffling, a lot of information is downloading. A lot of stuff is coming into me just from shuffling. So I'm going to shuffle and tell you what I see while I'm shuffling. So it's kind of something new that I've been doing and experimenting with, and it has been more on point than anything I've ever seen. A little bit scary for me at times because it seems like this gift is getting stronger and stronger, and I don't know where it's coming from, but it's just doing its thing. So let's get started, see what we have for Taurus. Collective energy for the month, the end of February 2019. What are my Tauruses going through? Now, I have a Venus in Taurus, so that's my favorite thing about you guys is the way you love and how you're always there for the person that you love. And so I'm kind of glad that I have that Venus in Taurus. I know I've told you guys before, but it's the only thing that grounds me being a triple fire sign. Like I can't grasp anything but fire energy coming out of every orifice, my eyes, my ears. It's crazy. So, Taurus, I get the feeling that you're unhappy with somebody right now. I feel like you're being open emotionally. I feel like you're opening yourself emotionally. You feel like you're at that level where you want to open up emotionally, like truly give someone love, and they're not really accepting of it in the right way. I feel like you guys are really coming up strong as the emperor or empress type of energy. You're true in your love. You're ready to give that away. You're ready to settle down and be with that person. And this person, unfortunately, is manipulative, and they don't accept your love in the right way, and they don't give back the same way that you do. They're a very manipulative type of person. Their stories often don't match up, and they continue to hold their ground. It's like you've spoken to them. You've tried to tell them that they're not putting in the effort that you're putting in for the relationship. But it seems like they're just very argumentative. They want to hold their ground with you. They want to, tell you why they're right, even though they're not right. And so you're very frustrated with this whole thing. And it's like you want them to just speak the truth about it. You want them to tell you the truth about whatever is going on with them and why they're manipulating and lying and their stories aren't adding up. But they haven't yet. They're just holding this stance of, I don't know what you're talking about. But that truth is going to come out. I feel like that truth is on its way out. That truth that you're waiting for, that closure, is on its way out. It's coming. So, I see what this person promised you was that, happy ending, that, family and little picket fence or whatever that happy ending looks like for you. This is what this person promised you. And this, I feel, is the manipulation. They promised you whatever you wanted to hear so that you would be with them. And now they're not delivering on those promises. That 10 of Cups feeling that you wanted is completely reversed. And you're seeing that this is not at all what you wanted. Sorry for the view of the construction site, but like I've told you before, the beach cottage is under construction. I can't even talk today. I think I need more coffee. The beach cottage is under construction, so it's kind of a crazy mess, and I really can't find anywhere that's pretty, so to speak. So anyway, I feel like somebody's either walking away or is going to walk away because of this imbalance. You've been telling this person, I'm not happy. I'm not feeling fulfilled. I've put a lot into this and I'm not getting anything out. And I feel like that person was just kind of, disrespectful in a way. This may not be the first time you've gone around with this person. You may have broken up with them before for the same reason, but have taken them back, wanting to give them a chance. They may have sat down, I feel like, and talked to you about a new start. But that new start just ended up the same way. It ended up in heartache. And now you're back here again, except there's something manipulative going on. And there's definitely something. Thought I saw something on my sleeve. There's definitely something more there than meets the eye, guys, definitely. And so that feeling that you're getting is absolutely 100% correct. This person is manipulating their way around this commitment. Whatever that means for them, they're manipulating their way around it so as not to give you all the things they promised you. They're like, well, I got you. Sorry, hold on. Well, I got you, so, now I don't have to put in the effort type of thing. And for you, that's not working. You walked away before, I feel like, some of you, but you came back. This person was willing to sit down after being rude and not acknowledging your feelings. I feel like then they brought you in with the thing that they, sat down and they communicated and they talked it out, this fresh new start, and then bam, same thing. And so I feel like your heart is really broken. I feel like there's, this person is juggling either two different lives, you found out, two different people, two different things. And their frame of mind on it, you found, isn't changed at all. In fact, it's probably worse, because now that they've got you back, now that you came back and gave them another chance, because when Taurus loves very deeply, and they're very committed, and they're very committed to their partner. And so when you gave this person another chance, it basically just enabled them to walk on you again. So they walked all over you. This person has been in and out, will start fights late at night about stupid things. I've been getting that a lot lately. It's kind of like a Knight of Wands energy, where it's like a playboy or playgirl energy. It's like they tell you what you want to hear, so you'll stay around. But then when it comes down to it, they don't deliver on the promises they're making. And you're blind at, either were blind to the fact that they had options that they were choosing, or you wanted to remain blind and hope that they had changed, but they're very in and out, balancing a different life. They have other options, other people. And I feel like no matter how much hard work you put in, this person isn't going to return it, because they have a third party situation, or a fourth party, or a fifth party. I don't know. But this is that type of person, that type of energy, where they have a third, fourth, fifth party situation. They're pretending to put in the work with you, but really what you're finding is that that work is empty. It's like the tower. If that is not built solidly, the tower's going to fall. And I feel like this person has been warned by the divine. They're very overindulgent in things. And unfortunately, they treat people like possession. They see you as just another trophy, or just another one to put in the corner. And unfortunately, this person is a soulmate. There's soulmate energy there, but it's not twin flame energy yet. But they're saying the situation is long overdue to pass through. You're holding on too tight to something that no longer serves you. And some of you may have actually caught this individual in the act. Which is horrible. But at the same time, I feel like the divine is letting you know, if you let go, you have like an Ace of Pentacles, new type of abundant start. But the longer that you hold on, it's like you're stuck in this 10 of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Cups reversed, everything just not what it was supposed to be, not what was promised to you. But this should have ended some time ago. And if you don't end it, the universe will come in and end it, because this person is not for you. They were there for you to learn a lesson, yes, but they're not exactly for you. So we're going to find out what this lesson is. Let me continue with my shuffling, because this is when I seem to get the most information lately. I don't know. They've been downloading like crazy to me. And coming through so strong that sometimes like I wish I had an off button. You know, I mean, it's like they invade my head. Again, you know, there's that happiness again that you could have if you let go of this person. It's saying you're hanging on to the sentimental moments of this person, the sentimental moments that weren't real though. Taurus, you have to understand that these weren't real sentimental moments, that this person, you meant something to this person. They're out having options, having other people, having other things. And those sentimental moments, babe, they're just moments. They're not anything that is tangible, that will lead to something that will fulfill you in here and in here. You need somebody, you're a sign that's very, very grounded. You need somebody that can emotionally stimulate you, mentally stimulate you, and also physically stimulate you. You need that kind of nourishment. You are an earth sign. You need a lot of nourishment. And this person has no desire to give that back to you. They're going to stay in that manipulative phase. They're going to stay unwilling and unattached and emotionally unavailable. I mean, it does show at one point this person did make you happy. You did want to build with them. But it turned into a situation where their overindulgence of other people and things and or drink and alcohol, it was just a cycle. And now they're telling you it's time for you to move on. Now this person is dragging you down. It's like the Wheel of Fortune being in reverse. And they're going on the down cycle, but you're supposed to be going on the up cycle on the other side of them. But instead they're taking you down with them under. And they're not in a good place emotionally, physically, mentally, even maybe monetarily. They're not in a good place to give back. And it's making you feel like your abundance is threatened, like your home is threatened. And at this point, it's like either the universe is saying either do it or we're going to do it for you. Yeah, this person is about as sneaky as they can get. This person is about as sneaky as they can get. They do have only a soulmate energy. I've pulled the soulmate card twice while I was shuffling. So, I mean, this person really only is a soulmate. But you keep using the excuse like you feel like you don't have enough information to make the decision, or, you know, you haven't quite caught them yet. So, but you feel it and you know that it's there and you know that something isn't right and that they have someone else there. And I think we talked before about everything went cray cray. Yeah, I feel like this is still part of that and everything is still kind of crazy. You know, you guys are coming up in the reverse. Like you starting to feel like you don't know who you are anymore because you're not receiving that soul nourishment, that fire in your soul that you need as a as an earth sign. God, I can't talk today. As an earth sign, you're not getting that nourishment. An earth sign needs nourishment to grow. I always think of you guys like a forest, trees, beautiful, tall trees that need nourishment to grow. You need water, you need sustenance. So now I'm going to get out the Santa Muerte deck, and we're going to see what the Santa Muerte, the dead, have to say to Taurus. Please bring in Taurus's energy, earth sign. The end of February 2019, please. All right, guys. So you see that a lot of information comes in that shuffling, and I feel like I'm missing out on a lot if I don't tell you what's coming up, you know, what is streaming in my head during the time that I shuffle. So I'm sorry for the long shuffling on camera, but it seems like that's where a lot of the information is coming. What do we have to say to Taurus, earth sign, for the end of February 2019, please? Okay, guys, let's see what the Santa Muerte have to say to you. Excuse me. I still have this chest cold from New Year's. Haven't been able to get rid of it. I've taken so many antibiotics and nothing. What do we have to say to Taurus for the end of February 2019, please? Okay, Taurus, we already have the moon as your entering energy. So this tells me right here that there's secrets. There are secrets for you guys. There's something going on here. There's still secrets. You do have the Six of Wands, though. You do have a victory here. I feel like you're going to find out these secrets. Like the universe is slowly or going to put them right in front of your face. Again, you've got the Two of Cups here. So we've got the Two of Pentacles here. Excuse me. The Emperor. So it looks to me like you guys are standing in your power really well. And a lot of you are getting into your spirituality. When I see the moon card there, it talks about that esoteric information. It talks about learning the signs or tarot or something like that. A lot of you Taurians are really, really getting spiritual right now. Whatever this did, it taught you the lesson to go back to your spirituality, because not only am I getting a lot of Taurus readings from that video, but also when I talk with you guys, you're getting back to your spiritual route and you're asking me, how you can work with me to get on that route. And I think it's just amazing. I think that this lesson was for you to get back to your spirituality and get back to you and loving you and remembering that, we got cards flipped in the middle here. Getting back to you and loving you and learning that your spirituality is the most important thing. It's what helps you to gain whatever you need and live your best life. And right now, I'm living my best life. I don't just preach. I practice what I preach, guys. I'm in a twin flame relationship. I'll do a video on that, I think, if you guys want it, about, how twin flames really are, not the fairy tale that everybody puts out there. It's not like that at all. We are a real relationship. We do go through real problems, but we also have an extreme love that no one could ever get in between. So, I think I'm going to do a video on twin flames and those relationships and what soulmates are, because people are very confused and a lot of the wrong information is put out there. Ooh. Yep. So we got another Two of Cups, guys. And it's definitely just a soulmate. So that's my third confirmation that this person is not a twin flame. So you're lucky in the sense that you could just walk away from them. You can walk. You can do whatever you want. You can walk away from them. If it was twin flame, it would be something totally different. That would require a whole lot of other ceremonial bullshit that I would help you guys go through to cut those ties. But this person is showing to me, for those of you who it resonates with, don't make it your story. Just go with the flow. If it doesn't resonate, click off. Or if you want to still get Taurus right up there with, winning, you can still like and share the video. But don't make it your story if it's not. Check your moon and rising signs. Also check your Mercury, your Venus, and your Mars, because they're very, very important aspects of how we are all made up as a personality. And so if you don't know that stuff, try and either get in touch with me to find out how you can learn that stuff or what have you. Also, if this comes in your partner's energy, I know I'm reading you or your partner. And I do appreciate the way you guys have been saying, hey, this is my partner's energy and this is what's going on. That's awesome, because you guys aren't coming in and you're not pulling the old troll my page thing, which I'm not going to tolerate, and neither are you guys, because you guys have been absolutely 1,000,000% amazing, because I can't get to the comments right now. I'm sorry. I'm so busy. I love them. I read them, but typing out everyone, I don't have the time for it. I wish I did. I used to, but I don't. And I'm not going to, hire some person to answer personal comments, because that's not me. I'm very personable and I want to answer them myself. And if I can't, then nobody gets to answer them. But, don't make it yours. So like I said, your entering energy here is is the moon. So there is information there that you don't know about this person. There's hidden things, there's secrets, there's lies. But what this also tells me with this girl, she's looking at the reflection, right? She's looking at the reflection of herself. But instead of seeing herself, she appears back as a gypsy skeleton. That to me is really, really cool. This also tells me that you're looking into that pool of knowledge and wanting to gain more knowledge. You're wanting to know more. You're wanting to get in further spiritually. You've got the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. You see everybody here is celebrating, and, this is getting past the fives, which are always an obstacle. You've gotten past most of this, and now you're looking for that soul food, that knowledge, whatever nourishes you. The Two of Pentacles is here, but it's in reverse. And if you notice, they're literally twins. Their face creates a butterfly. And in this is a person who is living a double life or doing things double or something along those lines. To me, this card has always symbolized someone who juggles families or people. It's an energy. And so this energy, irregardless of, I think this is the best depiction I've seen of the Two of Pentacles yet, because this is really what it stands for, is a person leading a double life, a person juggling, a person who is not living their best life. They're living in their shadow self, and they're telling lies, and they're creating so many lies that they can't remember what they told. And here we've got the Emperor. So, okay, let me just say it. Some of you may be dealing with Aries. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries. There, are you guys happy? I know you guys have been on me to say the signs, but I don't see why, because everybody in here is going to be working with one sign or another. It's not just going to be one sign. So I could say every sign and be right. And that to me isn't a good reading, because I want to know the energy. It's not about the sign. It's about the energy I pull in and the information I can tell you to help you guys. But I feel like you're standing in your power, right? Taurus, you're really stepping into your power, and you're wanting to know more about these secrets. You know about this person's secrets, but you want to know more about the secrets of the spirituality that you're feeling. You guys are really, really feeling it lately. You're feeling the pull back to your spirituality. And I feel like it was during this phase. If you look, all of his emotions are on the floor. There's really nothing left he can do. This is the Four of Cups. And this is really probably, again, the best depiction I've seen of the Four of Cups, for the fact that it talks about, usually it shows somebody, getting handed a cup out of the sky, and they're, in the after tarot, he's dumping it out. It shows at that point that there's nothing left for you or them to gain from the situation. It's like being all cried out. It's like your emotions are on the floor. There's nothing left to gain. It's time to move forward, close that circle. If you guys need help closing that circle, look on the list of services at the bottom. You'll see under rituals that I can help you with that. But it's time to close that circle. It really is. Because when you try to go back to a soulmate several times and you're not meant for that person, you're meant for your next lesson, it's not going to work out. It's going to eventually become violent. Most of the time they do. With this is the Four of Pentacles, and it's a card that talks about karma. It talks about how this person right here, this little tiny person, has been told several times to stop doing what they're doing. And it appears that they continue to just move people around like chess pieces, or use them like they were whatever, use them for what they were worth. And karma came in and said, okay, I've warned you about treating people possessively. People are not possessions. People are humans. People have feelings. And it looks like a bit of karma is coming in here to pick him up and move him around a little bit, or her, whichever one it applies to. with that, I feel like this karma really changed this person. So they went from like an emotional type of manipulation to um, a mental manipulation, a verbal manipulation, a physical manipulation. We could be talking about a physical violence here. Like I said, when you try to go back to a soulmate that you've already learned from, instead of closing the circle and moving forward, you keep butting heads until it really blows up and you two just, you don't know what happens from there. Everybody's different. Walk away, or it's a physical altercation. And I feel that kind of energy here. Like you keep trying to go back to something that's no longer serving you, that's no longer good for you. There's nothing left there for you. This person needs to go on with their divine destiny and get the karma that they've earned from this relationship for emotionally manipulating, physically manipulating, if they're a batterer. This is an energy of someone who knows how to reach out and go for your jugular. This is the energy of somebody who knows exactly what to say to crush you. I don't see these as signs. I see them as energies, guys. So I'm not saying all air signs are horrible and they're abusive. And you know what? I don't see them as signs. I see them as energies. I feel them as energies. And so with that, they have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a reminder. It's almost like he's keeping count of everything that's gone on in this relationship and looking at it and saying, okay, this is really confusing. I have done all of this stuff for this person, and they've promised that they're going to give this in return, but they haven't. They keep coming in and taking. This is the only thing that they've done. But I've done all of this stuff for them, but they just don't seem to want to return. And they're not going to. But that's okay, because that's what karma's for. That's what karma's for. It's not for you to wish any ill on them. It's just for doing what you do. We've got the Six of Wands here. And this card, it should be a victory. It should be something that you're getting over. But instead, this is a card of destruction. It's like you guys are trying to destroy the obstacles in your path. You're trying to wipe out the obstacles in your path, and it came in reversed. So some of you are feeling kind of stuck. If you look, she's using what? Okay, so some of these obstacles could be that you're married to this person or you're financially dependent on this person, is what they're saying. But she's using her scythe to cut through and destroy. But the problem is she's destroying living things. So to me, this says that these obstacles are people. And you need to be careful that when you're angry, that you don't destroy the others involved. If you have children involved, things like that, you need to be very, very careful that even though this victory is not there right now, don't use your children or, other people to go back and forth. Just cut it off. King of Pentacles. So you're there, and it looks like you're trying to get away from these obstacles and take what's yours. But again, there's that feeling like you're trying to escape stuck. You want to get away from this person because they're physically abusive, emotionally abusive, just abusive in general. This is who they are, manipulative. And it looks like you're trying to escape, but you're just running into obstacle after obstacle here. And here's that Two of Cups energy, saying this person is a soulmate. Again, for like the third or fourth time, this person is a soulmate. You share lessons, you grow together, and when your lesson is over, you move on. But the problem is you're not moving. But now you are. You're going to take action to get away from this. It looks like a lot of you are taking action, going into action to rebuild your own lives, to rebuild yourself. And you know what? I went through that journey recently of rebuilding myself, and I hated it in the beginning. I was like, I am 37 years old. How am I going to rebuild my life after being a forensic rehab specialist for 17 years? How am I going to rebuild my life now that I can't do my job anymore? Now that I can't dance anymore, now that I can't do all the things I love anymore. It was like my whole personality was stripped away, guys. So I understand. But then I started to realize that, wait a minute, there's something beautiful in this. I might be sick. I might have a lot of health problems. I might spend a lot of time at the hospital and then dealing with this stupidity with my surgery gone wrong and they just have no answers. But the point is I went through this. It was kind of like my dark night of the soul because everything I knew was taken away from me. Just like that. My career, just everything I loved, my hobbies. I'm a very active person. I went to the gym 6 days a week. I was always out and about doing something. I was never a lazy person who stayed at home. I was very out and about, especially with all this energy. But I realized that in being sick and having to rebuild my life, I could rebuild to have my best life. It's a matter of getting to where you want to spiritually, Taurus. Get to where you want to spiritually, and you'll be able to start manifesting what you want like this. I have been doing it with my twin flame for months now. Whenever we need something, we manifest it, and it just shows up. And it's that simple. I'm headed for the dimension where I live my best life, and this channel blows up, and I can help so many people. So many. And so I'm working toward this channel blowing up to 1 million subscribers if I have to. And I can help. I can finally do something that I feel is helping instead of being a rehab specialist who's frustrated with everybody else's goals not being to rehabilitate people, but to make money and keep them running on a hamster wheel. Now I can help people go forward in their life. I can live my best life. So don't see this as a dark night of the soul, guys. See this as an opportunity to rebuild your entire self into everything you've always wanted to be. And Taurus, you can be a rock star if you want. Think of it that way. No negatives. Every day get up and tell yourself, I'm going to rebuild my life to be the best that I've always wanted to be, to live my best life. That's all I have for you guys for this month. You definitely, you shocked me, you wowed me, and I was just so humbled and so honored to have you guys share my video and have it viewed 22,000 times. I'm so humbled, so honored. Like, I have no words. You guys keep it rocking, get it going, get that new start. You deserve it, and rebuild yourself into something spiritual that is so strong that something else just as spiritually strong is drawn to you. This is your girl Kelly coming at you from the Queen Bee Tarot, or the Queen Tarot Bee, from Boston. I'll catch y'all later, and get sharing. And don't forget to comment and like. Love you guys. See ya.